Díomh go le, is mise an tuilh Becky Way an tuachtarán unid agus mavránaí na hoscoile. Agus tótha óthas an doin fáilte a roimh on la specialta seo. My name is Professor Becky Way, Deputy President and Registrar of the University, and I'm delighted to welcome you on this special day. We are here to publicly celebrate your academic achievement. This is a wonderful event in our university calendar, and an even bigger and more important event for you and your friends, families, and supporters. My congratulations on your graduation, and I wish you good fortune going on from here as graduates of University of Galway. I start the proceedings by introducing you to the various people who are central to today's event. To my left is the Interim President of University of Galway, Professor Peter McHugh, who presides over the ceremony. With him is Mr. Porrick de Burke, who will open and close the formal part of the ceremony. Behind me, representing the Executive Dean of the College of Business, Public Policy and Law, Dr. Anne Torres, who will be presenting you to the President to receive your parchment. We are also joined by colleagues from the college who have all played their part in ensuring that you are graduating today. I will now hand you over to the Student Union President, Ms. Faye Nick-O'Neill, who will make a commencement address, after which Mr. Porrick de Burke will open the formal proceedings in Latin.
Good morning, Becky. If I could get this open, it'd be really helpful. Díomh Cordia, welcome to your day. The summit of your work, dedication, and talent is here. Today is one of those days in your life where you change from who you were to who you are. You have taken the initiative to pursue education, to improve yourself, and explore your potential. To quote F. Scott Fitzgerald, "For what it's worth, it's never too late, or in my case too early, to be whoever you want to be. There's no time limit. Start whenever you want. You can change or stay the same. There are no rules to this thing. We can make the best or the worst of it. I hope you make the best of it. I hope you see things that startle you. I hope you feel things you've never felt before. I hope you meet people who have a different point of view. I hope you live a life you're proud of, and if you're not, I hope you have the courage to start again." Change is a scary beast, and sometimes it can feel insurmountable. Pursuing change makes you brave, and braver than you were just before you decided to pursue it. Change is the only constant companion we have in this life, acting as a guide to our trials and tribulations. Embracing this change is one of the most powerful things you can do. Welcome it and enjoy its presence. Feel it around you and let it fill space in your life. If we don't embrace it, change will pass you by. Coming to the University of Galway is one of the best decisions I ever made, and I hope everyone sitting here can agree. It's brought me friends, chosen family, opened my eyes to new directions I didn't know my life could go in, and I have found a place to call my home. The University of Galway has changed all of us, and we must embrace this. Graduating is a funny thing. I hope you guys can relate, otherwise I'm just truant, but I spend a lot of my time here as a student wishing the time away. I would wish for lectures to finish, I would wish for weeks to end, I'd wish semesters away, and I'd wish to just be in the next year of my degree. However, once I finished, I started to become nostalgic. I yearned for the days I would be sat in the library scratching my head. I missed wandering around to grab a coffee between classes. I thought of all the opportunities I had received here to explore who my personality is and what I could achieve. It has been such a privilege to be here and to grow with this university and to feel my own path rolling out in front of me. To the families and friends that are here today, you are central to your graduate success. Something that's always really nice about the graduation season is you see how the campus just completely changes and comes to life. And you see how families dress up and it's their big day out and they're so excited. And you see mammies smoothing robes and you can see people have brought the big camera out. When you're giving this speech, you have to wait upstairs and there's a balcony. And it's my favorite thing to do, to go out to the balcony and look over and just see how much love is in the air. And you can really feel it floats up and it completely fills the building. I'll finish up. Graduates, this day belongs to you. It's for celebrating you, your hard work, your dedication, and your integrity. Accordia, you are the architects of tomorrow. Go out and embrace the change that is before you. Agus Ganari an Bóthar live.
Pre honorables preces tot aquae universitas, hac comitia universitariae huda convocata sunt, od quidem homines ad gradus academicos et ad diplomata academica admittantur. A os a esque presentabit Dr. Ann Torres.
Good morning. Pre honorabilis praeses toteque universitas, the College of Business, Public Policy and Law, Doctor of Philosophy in Law. Presento vobis asce mies filias philomque meo, quos omnis hitam modibus quam doctrina hables et idionius, esse qui admittantur agradum doctoratus philosophiae, ide que tibi fide mea testor accis spondeo toteque academiae.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa, admittu vos ad gradum doctoratus philosophiae.
Pierce Clancy is awarded a PhD in law for research supervised by Professor Raymond Murphy on the legal status of permanent neutrality in international law. Niamh Kidi Tabal is awarded a PhD in human rights for research supervised by Professor Siobhan Mullally on the right to seek asylum from persecution and vulnerability as a technology of migrant management. Maria Portuondo is awarded a PhD in law for research supervised by Dr. Kira Smith and Dr. Connor William Hanley on the regulation of counterterrorism strategies in Guantanamo Bay and Northern Ireland during the Troubles. Aoife Price is awarded a PhD in law for research supervised by Professor Eleanor Flynn on disabled women's experiences of our participation in the disability and women's movements. Honors Bachelor of Civil Law. Presento vobis asce mis filias filosque meos, quos omniscitam moribus quam doctrina hables et idionius, esse qui admittantur agradum baccalaureatus in jure civili honoro curso confecto, ide que tibi fide mea testor accis spondeo toteque academiae.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa, admittu vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in jure civili orno curso confecto.
Scott John Adam Armstrong. Honors Bachelor of Civil Law and Business, Cleana Eileen Hennessy. Eve Kenny. Aidan O'Mara. Bachelor of Civil Law, Criminology, and Criminal Justice, Eleanor Cronin. Anna Lee Chun Dowling. Caitlin Dunn. Honors Bachelor of Civil Law and Human Rights, Tracy Awaya. Claire Holland. Kian McGarrett. Bachelor of Laws. Presento vobis ashe mis filias filomque meum, quos omniscitam moribus quam doctrina hables et idiomus, esse qui admittantur a gradum baccalaureatus in utrique jure tam civili quam canonico honoro curso confecto, ide que tibi fide mea testor accispondeo toteque academiae.
Ego auctoritate mihi concessa admittu vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in utrique jure tam civili quam canonico honoro curso confecto.
Yasmin Anulopo Aquanuke. Hannah Boothroyd. Patrick Owen Byrne. Kyle Canning. Samantha Cooney. Connor James Dwan Bantic. Ryan Graney. Nike Kyo. Thomas Patrick McDonough. Katie McMahon. Rael Chin Melia. Darius Morin. Jack Mullen. Sean Nyland. Gail Norton. Master of Laws. Presento vobis ashe mis filias filomque meum. Quos omniscitam moribus quam doctrina hables et idioneus, esse qui admittantur a grado magisteri inutruque jure, tam civili quam canonico, ide que tibi fide me attestor accespondeo toteque academiae.
Ego autoritate mihi concessa admittu vos ad gradum magisteri in utrique jure tam civili quam canonico.
Gia Shua Pai. Désiré Balser. Roisin Elizabeth Cowan Madden. Mia Chun Yu. Lara Frowley. Bethlehem Solomon Gabayo. David Heskin. Cheryl Ann Mellett. Anita Allison O'Halloran. Sandra Shogbaike. Master of Laws, International and Comparative Business Law, David Crawford. Bridget Marie Hurl. Denny Kuruvila Alexander. Mercy Onesemudiana Okoji. Ya Jun. Christoph van Talen. Master of Laws, International and Comparative Disability Law and Policy, Stephanie Mary Lina. Tatum McGuffin. Mokabo Musai Nikais. Tokozani Sokoni Mpalika. Master of Laws, International Criminal Law, Anna Bastus. Emmeline Gus. Camille Lorca Lérissé. Alana Malone. Sophie McGrattan. Kritika Mitra. Janina Staczynski. Master of Laws, International Human Rights, Domenica Altamirano. Lara Nada Atia. Simon Clement. Jemima Devendra Raj. Kamina Engelhardt. James Alban Greaves. Michelle Keane. Pendu Poto. Débora Lira de la Cerda. Melania Marube. Conal Mather Dix. Ella McCormick. Madeline Moffat. Roisin Moran. Moya Rose Neary. Stephanie Nick Eward. Ashley Elizabeth Potterville Veltman. Camille Révary. Simon Griga. Natasha Rufer. Carolina Sabonito. Mohamed Ayub Shah Rayar. Hester van Weesel. Alexander Wiest. Nadine Youssef. Master of Laws, International Migration and Refugee Law and Policy. Hana Aluafumilayo Aroshomade. Michela Castellino. Anna Nadi Elaya Chinoy Jones. Barbara Ann Call. Julia Anna Collins. Alexandra Cooper. Catherine Davis. Kides Abebe Desalenge. Hannah Huber. Bella Lycett. Ana Sukala. Master of Laws, Peace Operations, Humanitarian Law, and Conflict. Ramez Al-Hayek. Joseph Anyekachi Chukwu. Kevin Michael Clark. Kanika Dutt. Jeanne Utelu. Tawaleng Fako. Master of Science in Aging and Public Policy. Presento vos ashe mis filias filosque meos, quos omniscientam moribus quam doctrina hables et idionis, esse qui admittantur a grado magisteri scientia, ide que tibi fide me attestor accespondeo toteque academiae. Elizabeth Dean McCarthy. Come esce?
Ego, autoritate mihi concessa, admittu vos ad gradum magisterii scientiae.
Now, Elizabeth Dean McCarthy. Oliver Hanrahan. Jean Vickers. Master of Science in Business and Hospitality, Fabio Gliston Fernandes. Harsh Gupta. Parvnath Jaitley. Kira Kyo. Sabrine Khan. Sho Lee. Enos Mutu Kumurana. Ronit Shankar Nambrodi. Tanmay Pal Thakur. Shu Chang Peng. Anshuman Sharma. Master of Science in Hospitality Performance, Revenue, and Asset Management, Sri Mangala Shirisha Rao. Master of Science in Global Hospitality Management and Intercultural Communication, Dhruv Sahani. Jing Xuan Shang. Master of Science Human Resource Management, Edward Britton. Alana Buckley. Neve Burke. Rebecca Byrne. Amy Caulfield. Sakshi Chavan. Audi Chung. Chao Mian Chun. Namrata Chauhan. Adam Clark. Lucy Gemma Collins. Ruth Keneally. Grania Corcoran. James Curley. Dara Curran. Jairaj Bharat Bai Dorajia. Kiva Daherty. Cassidy Doyle. Hannah Doyle. Owen Dunn. Damini Dutt. Anthony Emmett. Anusha Gatu. Sophie Garrity. Geraldine Gormley. Michael Porrick Griffin. Emma Heelan. Ryan Hoare. Amanda Hogan. Preet Tejasbai Joshi. Brenda Laughlin. Kira Michelle McCormick. Orla McDermott. Owen McGing. Kira McHugh. Laura McTighe. Jordana Murphy Lynn. Elaine Biju Jondi Mikal. Erin O'Keefe. Mairead O'Leary. Eva O'Shea. Kamini Prahalad Rathod. Stephanie Redmond. Ashlyn Roberts. Lola Se. Shubhangi Tiwari. Emma Trench. Akanshka Prakash Veramalu. Master of Science, International Management, Ansh Agrawal. Pranjal Agrawal. Anne Mary Alex. Oais Ansari. Arvind Shri Kumar, Arvind Shri Kumar. Rishab Atul. Oja Shashkikant Barate. Vivekanand Bhatnagar. Yoon Han Chun. Shalini Chin Talapati. Tarini Chure. Hari Prasad Devaraj. Mahima Dinesh Pejataya. Muruanali Vikas Tumbre. Venkata Satya Surya Gopal Raju Ganapai Raju. Zhen Zhan Gao. Lila Venkata Sesha Sai Guna. Napur Gupta. Pratush Gupta. Shubham Gupta. Parath Guru Prasad Prasad. Anna Hosfeld. Hai Li Huang. Zhe Cheng Huang. Nihar Kale. Jyoti Katiyar. Evan William Kenny. Rian Salem Karı. Yi Jua Li. Mechanda Karpiapa Subaiya. Bradley Mergolo. Siddharth Murali Kashyap. Vani Vijayan Nayar. Isabel Norris. Sai Pavan Kumar Pagadala. Harshit Pandey. Aditya Namdev Patil. Sulochana Patar. Mahima Prasanna Rafael. Gunavati Ravi. Cynthia Berenice Romero Vivas. Bhumika Saha. Giuseppe Salvatore. Aditi Satish Krishna. Sahil Hitesh Sejpal. Mohit Sharma. Riti Shetty. Sakshi Shridhar Shetty. Abish Yanad Somanatha Pura Yogish. Kiran Shremavsa. Prutavi Kiran Takar. Sai Surya Chandra Tumala. Sumir Tayagi. Amber Van Eycken. Wei Yi Wu. Sho Tao Yin. Yi Chang. Master of Science in Strategy, Innovation, and People Management, Sneha Arun. Hiba Awesa. Emmanuel Awompole. Xu Zhou Bai. Krashi Bhargava. Mali Rita Burke. Ellen Coyle. Ye Fei Dong. Omkar Manoj Dakari. Kaylee Fitzpatrick. Nikita Onavara Murali. Christopher Johnny James. James Adam Kavanagh. Zi Yo Liu. Kaushik Manohar. Anuruddh Manoj Kumar. Venkatesh Mari Kumar. Natalie Nevin. Phelim O'Reilly. Raiza Kispi. Navjot Kaur Sandhu. Kartika Sasi Kumar. Ana Isabel Cianes Bautista. Shruti Tiwari. Anushka Mahesh Wadwani. Master of Science in Cybersecurity Risk Management, Alwyn Roy Edakarote. Ansu Mariam Reggie. Bibin Babuji. Harsh Banjpal. Himansh Bala. Chirag Chan Anna. Jun Pang Chun. Marianne Ekeme Mazur. Niall Fitzgerald. Yukta Gupte. Dervla Hughes. Vasu Venkata Amar Jagarapu. Vaibhavi Vijay Jangam. Akanksha Kishore Jarov. Arvind Jose Tumpukal. Rebecca Jane Lindley. Cormac McGuinness. Keshav Mawar. Ismay Newell. Man Mohan Pashwan. Ashling Purdy. Vignesh Radhakrishnan Nayar. Rohit Bhushan. Rohit Bhushan. Santosh Sampath. Shaurya Pratap Singh. Priyan Silk. Akshay Singh. Sachin Singh. Sarath Surendran. Ritik Veni Gopal. Postgraduate Diploma in International Management, Abhishek Rajpurohit. Congratulations.
Pro honorables praeses totaque universitas, hac comitia universitaria huda convocatus sunt, od quidem homines maxima exima ad gradus academicus honoris causa admittantur. Doctorus in utoque jure tam civile, quam cac non eco honoris causa. John Canavan, presentabit, Martin Griffiths.
Uachtarán, a wincham na Holscala, agus a Ghuina Ushla. In mid-2024, 300 million people required humanitarian assistance at an estimated minimum cost of $56 billion a year. In the previous year, global military expenditure was $2.4 trillion, with just $24 billion available for humanitarian aid, less than half of what's needed. To make these statistics meaningful and to paint a picture, I quote from Seamus Heaney's poem, Human Chain. Seeing the bags of meal passed hand to hand in close-up by the aid workers and soldiers firing over the mob. This is the world of Martin Griffiths, recently retired Under Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief Coordinator for the UN, who we are honouring today. This is a truly outstanding and inspirational person. Because Martin has spent significant parts of his career either working for the United Nations or towards its goals, it is useful to educate or to remind ourselves about what the United Nations is. One place where the world's nations can gather together, discuss common problems, and find shared solutions. And of its key aims, to maintain international peace and security, to develop friendly relations among nations based on respect for the principle of equal rights and self-determination of peoples, to achieve international cooperation in solving international problems. Martin's life has been devoted to these aims. Between 2021 and 2024, he was the UN Under Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief Coordinator. From 2018 to 2021, he was a Special Envoy of the UN Secretary General for Yemen. Between 2012 and 2014, he was senior advisor to 3 UN special envoys for Syria. And during this time, he was deputy head of a UN observer mission in Damascus. During his stellar career, he also founded the Centre for Humanitarian Dialogue in Geneva in 1999, which has since become the world's leading and largest private diplomacy institution. And he has served as Executive Director of the European Institute for Peace. Earlier in his career, he was ActionAid's Chief Executive, Regional Director for the Save the Children Fund, and worked for UNICEF as a Programme Officer and initially as a volunteer, as well as serving in the diplomatic service of the United Kingdom. While there is no doubt that it was part of his professional formation, the world should be glad that he moved on from his first professional role as attorney at law at Black, Kendall, Tremaine, Booth and Higgins, their loss being the world's gain. While his successes, small and large, are multiple, a number stand out. His overall leadership of the global humanitarian community as UN Under-Secretary General and Emergency Relief Coordinator at a time of expanding global crises and humanitarian need. Mediating the Black Sea grain deal between Russia and Ukraine, which resulted in an agreement in July 2022. Here, 2 warring parties came together for humanitarian purposes and agreed a deal to mitigate the impact of the war on global food security. Leading the UN efforts to resolve conflict in Yemen, mediating between ETA and the Spanish government, which eventually led to the end of the armed struggle in 2011, thus ending Europe's longest war. What unites Martin's work is a theme of humanitarian mediation, complementing and supporting peace efforts by keeping open discrete channels of communication and providing a valuable process to build confidence and trust. This he describes as the business of empathy and listening, but it's doing so with a certain amount of dispassion so that it doesn't become about you. In his experience, humanitarian mediation often means bringing into conversations people who have done terrible things, not to hold them to account, but to find solutions. After the many war zones and sites of humanitarian disasters that he has been in, Martin is clear-eyed on the world and its problems. In a recent essay for the New York Times, he was forthright in his challenge to world leaders on their failures, in choosing war over peaceful negotiation, in ignoring the suffering caused by their allies and breaches of humanitarian law, in not holding to account those who breached the UN Charter and international law. Yet, he retains hopefulness, born out of what he has seen in the generosity of host communities to those fleeing war and famine, in the unstinting work of his UN colleagues and those working in the international aid community, and in the many successful negotiations and mediations that he and others have achieved over many years. As a final message from his essay, he appeals to leaders to set aside narrow interests, division and conflict, put humanity, cooperation and people's hopes for a better, more equal world back at the centre of international relations. In our university, not least through the College of Business, Public Policy and Law, we are dedicated to nurturing global citizens and addressing key questions facing the world. Martin Griffith's life's work speaks directly to us. It is an invocation not to look away, but to look with even greater focus and attention on the complex crises, problems, and conflicts of the world so we can understand them better and to act to their resolution. Pre honorabilis cancellariae totaque universitas. Praesento vobis, hunc meam filium, quem scio tam moribus, quam doctrinae habilem et onium esse qui admitator honoris causae ad gradum doctoritas in utroque jure tam civili quam canonico idque tibi fide mea testator ad spondeo totique academiae.
Ego autoritate mihi concessa admitted te ad gradum doctoratus in utroque jure tam civili cam canonico honoris causa.
Pre honorables praeses, Cermeonis vit confectus, finium queso facius huius convocationis universitariae.
Congratulations. Wonderful day. For you, for me, of course. Actually, better for me than for you. That's not true. I'll stick to my words here. Thank you so much, Professors Peter McHugh, Becky Way, John Canavan, who spoke so vividly and, of course, not entirely accurately about me, to executive deans and vice deans, but most importantly, you in front of us here, the graduating students of Galway. I want to say how deep is my gratitude for this extraordinary honor, and I never imagined for a minute that a day like this would happen to me. This is as unexpected as it's wonderful. It is also, I must admit, tempered with some sadness. The only reason most of you know I exist, or some of you know I exist, is because as we gather here today, so many people are suffering in so many different places around the world, and that's what brought me here. So I received this very rare and wonderful honor with gratitude, knowing that it is the result of a hard world getting harder by the year. So what can we do, all of us here, to make it better? That's the question we all ask ourselves, whether we are at the start of our careers, as you all are, or whether, like me, you've already spent several decades trying and trying and trying to answer it. No life, sadly, as long as mine, can be reduced to a few simple insights. I have refused in my career to follow a single line, and I've always jumped out of ships into uncertain seas, which has been a privilege. I've been lucky to survive these somewhat foolish and self-centered acts. It hasn't made me rich, but it might have given me a little wisdom. And better yet, some perspective, which is the foundation stone of tolerance. While my life has been haphazard and unplanned, I have at last, these many, many years later, understood the common thread guiding my life choices, and probably many, many, many of yours today, which is the impulse to relieve suffering in our communities, in our countries, in our world, as far apart as we may be. So how did this come about, this impulse? I was lucky enough many decades ago to go to a Quaker school in England. My parents were living in Africa, and then to the University of Sussex. The Quakers, I hope there are some in the room, gave me the passion for quiet and for the dialogue that listens. Sussex, in the late 60s, gave me a healthy intolerance of inequality and injustice. I was very lucky. I didn't make those choices. They were made for me, and I got lucky. And those two experiences led me straight to my first job, as John said, as a UNICEF volunteer in Indochina. I was very, very lucky to do this job so early in my life, and Indochina, in those days, was the war of our generation, as many of you know. The rest of my life since then is simply the pursuit of these same passions I learned in my youth. As you all know, as often said, your character is formed in these early years. It evolves, it improves maybe, maybe not, but it's formed then. And it was formed for me then. And in my first exposure in Indochina to war and the undeserved tragedy that is its twin. So now what I really want to concentrate on now is your lives, the opportunities ahead of you, which is why we're all here today, me included. And I suggest the following. As you move on from this place, you're passionate for change in so many different ways, in the ways that you have studied, in the ways that you will encounter. But change and improvement is, I'm sure, a lodestone of your thinking. You're impatient with the obstacles and the complications that stand in the way of progress and the leaden thinking that we see in so many parts of our governments. Perhaps you are fearful of that hard world I mentioned earlier and the chaos and violence and suffering that it brings and it has brought to so many of my colleagues. And let me tell you, however, that despite these things, you are not alone. Your hopes today of some kind of global salvation are mirrored among millions of people across the world. And I say that because I've seen it. I didn't suppose it, and in a minute I'll give an example. Your aspirations for security, dignity, and opportunity on a clean and healthy planet are shared universally across cultures. Look at us here today. We are across cultures. That points us to some basic principles for me for a life well lived. First of all, never let go of that passion that is within you at this moment and came out as the ceremony ended and you expressed your views so strongly about the future and your pride and your success. Empathy and kindness, secondly, are the partners of respect and should be the basis for all human behavior. We don't learn it enough, but we need it more than we know. Second, don't let your impatience for change, for movement, for success, overwhelm your reason. Don't take for granted the laws and institutions, both national and international. As John was saying, I've been lucky to serve in both, that protect human values in our society. These institutions, I've worked for them, not always with great pleasure, but always as a privilege, have been hundreds of years in the making, not the UN, of course. They are imperfect and fragile, and we will miss them dearly if they're ever swept away. Let us be careful of our heritage. Always work with what we have unless there is a clear need for real changes to make our institutions and laws fit for purpose. And we have seen that today in some of the pictures that we have seen of today. There is often a real need for changes. Do not either ignore that. And know that you here, all of us here, and I in particular, are the prized, holders of the title of ordinary people. There's no greater honor than that. These ordinary people, us, are the massive majority in this world, and none of our values and passions have been reduced by the errors and lack of compassion of so many leaders in so many countries. There's immense power in this majority and in the work of so many generations that we have the fortune to build on, if also to correct. And I want to give one example. It's a slightly sentimental point to say there is a great majority of ordinary people who believe these things. But I'll give you an example as to why I came to this conclusion. 2 years ago, in my work as the humanitarian leader, I went to Burkina Faso in the Sahel, a country ignored and forever damaged. We went there for humanitarian reasons, because of the needs of the people, which were so deep and which were so inadequately given. And we came away with realizing that we are the beneficiary of their generosity and their grace. I went to visit a community on the front lines of the war with Al-Qaeda in Burkina, a township by the name of Djibo, 70,000 people who had been inundated with the displacement of about 300,000 people who came to stay away from the war which surrounded this township. People were reduced to eating leaves and salt to survive. There was no food. The road out of Djibo, which is a market town, was cut by the fighting. The last convoys of food had come in months before I visited, and you could still see the wreckage on the road of those vehicles. The mothers of Djibo, in this terrible situation, inundated by unexpected neighbors, cut off from goods, stuck with the bleak ambitions of the military parties, they decided to cross the battle lines at night, battle lines between Al-Qaeda and the forces of the state, at great risk to themselves, to find and bring back leaves and salt for their children. What was left? Leaves and salt from the trees a little bit further away from the township. And they do this every night, and I heard from them in doing so. And here's the thing. In the spirit of exceptional but not unusual humanity, they gave the first of this inadequate food, not even to their families, but to those unexpected neighbors. So they risked their lives for the survival of people that they didn't invite. That, to me, was evidence, not sentimentality, of the truth of humanity. And we see this across the world. My first visit in the humanitarian job was to Tigray back in 2021. You remember that war. And you will also probably know that the people suffering in Tigray from the absence of food and drink and support and education, their first help didn't come from us, it came from the people to whom they moved, as in Djibo. And this is a common lesson across the world. So no matter how bleak the picture, and I'm from that bleak world, trust me, the spirit of humanity is there. Not as a piece of sentiment, but as a brutal truth. And you must find it and do everything you can to preserve it, wherever your lives take you. We cannot do less. The world needs each and every one of you in every different way you will march out from here and change this world. We need every one of you armed with the privilege of the education that you have had, as I was, the passion for change, to put your shoulder to the wheel, to insist on the steps needed to bring peace, to end suffering, to provide a future for us all, and to do it through acting for others as much as yourselves. There's no greater calling. Thank you.
Once again, my congratulations to you all. That concludes the formal part of the ceremony today. But before we finish, and you go for some light refreshments in the Human Biology building, which is located to your right as you leave this building, so over there, and please do go and have some refreshments. I would like to ask you to join me in thanking those people whose hard work and professionalism ensure that a ceremony such as this runs smoothly. So in particular, Brona Clifford and the Conferring team, as well as Tara Layden and the Academic Registry. In addition, let me thank staff from Buildings and Estates, the President's Office, administrative staff from your colleges and school offices, audiovisual staff from the Centre for Excellence in Learning and Teaching, and marketing and communication staff, and Agus and Shervish Astrakhan. Thank you for that. They will appreciate the applause. To you, the graduates, I have just one last thing to say. Go now and make the most of your qualification that you've gained and the life ahead of you. Bwynigi salt nihon os on la inu och os on teal atal roiv amok. Gorama agif goler. Thank you. I would now like to introduce the President of the University, Professor Peter McHugh, to give his conferring ceremony address, and whose speech will conclude our proceedings.
Díomh go léir is mise Peter McHugh uachtarán éachtarach na hOllscoile agus fáiltearóibh go léir chuig an ócáid iontach seach aniu in Ollscoil na Gaillimhe. I'm Peter McHugh and I'm the Interim President of the University of Galway, and I want to thank you all for being here at this wonderful event today at the University. It's a great honour and pleasure for me to address you today in the role of President. The first thing to say to you all is welcome. Welcome here today to you all, our newly minted graduates, including our wonderful honorary doctorate graduate, Martin Griffith, and all of your families and friends to this great day. And it is a great day. It's a great day of celebration in the life of the university, where we celebrate and formally acknowledge the hard work and achievements of you, our graduates, in earning your qualifications. And all of you will know the hard work that you did to get here today. So we are acknowledging that today. This is something to be extremely proud of. Your achievement is something to be extremely proud of, and I can assure you that we are all immensely proud of every single one of you. The second thing is to say thank you. You, our new graduates, are the reason that we are all here, the reason that this great institution exists in the first place. Thank you for coming here as our students and for being the most important part of the University of Galway community over the last number of years. Of course, we congratulate you on selecting the University of Galway in the first place. A very smart move, and one of the best decisions you have ever made and will ever make. And I'm delighted to be, in saying so, to echo the words of the Student Union President, who said something similar a short while ago. Today, you have become a part of a large and ever-growing family of University of Galway graduates, the University of Galway alumni, some 135,000 graduates over the years and growing. We at the university are currently generating our next 5-year strategic plan for the university 2025 to 2030. And the plan builds on our current strategic plan that was based around 4 values: excellence, respect, openness and sustainability. And as part of the consultations for the next strategic plan development, the word belonging has emerged as an important concept. For me, this word belonging is a powerful word that describes our university community, students and staff. We are part of something. We belong here. We help and look out for one another, and we have a strong sense of identity with and pride in our university. So you, our former students, and now our graduates, belong to this University of Galway community, and you will remain so throughout your lives. And that's something to cherish and be extremely proud of. I'm sure that there are family friends here today celebrating with you who are also themselves University of Galway graduates, and we warmly welcome you back to reconnect with the community and the campus. Of course, not forgetting those family and friends who may be here for the first time, including many from overseas. And that warm welcome is extended to you too as you visit our beautiful campus. At this point, I want to acknowledge the huge contribution they have made to getting you here, your family and friends. And I want you, our new graduates, to now give a warm round of applause to your family, friends and supporters who got you here. Today, of course, we are looking forward. But before doing so, I want to focus back on the university itself for a moment and reflect on the history of the university just for a moment. And I'm doing so because, as some of you may know, we have just celebrated the 175th anniversary of education here at the university. And we know when it exactly started, at exactly 12 noon, on October the 30th, 1849, some 175 years and 1 month ago, the first 68 students entered the beautiful quadrangle building on campus, where many of you will probably visit today and take photos, and maybe some of you have done that already. And they entered that building then to take their matriculation examinations and, on passing, to begin their studies. So we know when the first students came in here down to the minute. So that's some precision, and it's fantastic. At that time, you might be interested to know we had 3 faculties: law, surprisingly, arts and medicine, and 2 schools, civil engineering and agriculture. And there were 21 subjects taught, disciplines as they were called at the time, wonderful topics such as Greek and Latin languages, and a wonderful one called logic and metaphysics. I never took metaphysics myself. I was a student here, but I love the sound of that. Maybe we'll bring it back. And over those 175 years up to the present day, the university has generated a continuous and unbroken record of world-class scholarship and education, which we should all be proud of. And the growth of the university has been remarkable. Little did those 68 students in 1849 know that their numbers would grow to a community of almost 20,000 students in the university that we have today. That's some multiple. And a community that is truly international, as evidenced by our gathering here this morning, with students from over 110 countries across the globe. Our university has achieved great things, for which, of course, you as our students and now our new graduates have played a critically important role in. For example, in the international university rankings that are critically in our space, the QS rankings, we are in the top 2% of approximately 26,000 universities globally, in the top 2% of that. And we saw an increase in our rankings this year. That's some impact. And we're number 1 in Ireland, and in the top 5 in the European Union, and in the top 50 globally for sustainable development and our impact in achieving the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. These are remarkable achievements that demonstrate huge ambition, and I want to thank all staff and students for the ongoing outstanding efforts in making all of this possible. We are a research-led university. Research excellence and impact are key to our identity and distinctiveness at University of Galway. They are at the beating heart of what we do. This is true across all disciplines in the university, not least your own College of Business, Public Policy and Law. The Institute for Life Course and Society performs innovative research informing policy development and practice that makes a positive difference for people's lives. The Irish Centre for Human Rights has an international impact in thought leadership in the world of human rights, routinely and progressively urging action to end international conflict. The college also leads ambitious research programmes in a range of areas: in disability and housing law and policy, environment and the marine, health and ageing, and the future of the digital society, and the developing area of hospitality and tourism. So the college and the university has a lot to be proud of in relation to its activities and achievements. And what I've cited here are just a few examples of the very broad and deep spectrum of research excellence activity at this university. But if we take a step back for a moment and reflect, we might ask ourselves the question, why are we here as a university? In the development of our strategic plan, we have, as a community, reflected on this, and as a result, we are reinvigorating and refocusing our efforts as a university community on our core mission of research and education that are both excellent and impactful. And our research and education are all for the betterment of society. We are here for the public good. And then, you, as our graduates, you are now at the forefront of delivering on this mission. So we ask you to use your education and skills enthusiastically but wisely, with kindness and compassion, for the betterment of our society and to make a positive difference in the world. And our wonderful honorary doctorate graduate, Martin Griffiths, today is a wonderful example of what one can achieve over a lifetime. As the famous Irish poet Seamus Heaney said, when he was a teacher in Dublin very many years ago, we are here in the educational environment to develop your capabilities. Your destinies are now your own. But even saying that, you can now go out into the world with a strong, positive and confident outlook. The modern world is certainly a challenging place, and we know that. But building on your great achievements today and what we are here to celebrate, you can certainly go into the world with strong positivity and confidence. As the Belfast writer C.S. Lewis said, there are far better things ahead than those that we leave behind. And we have to focus out into the world, look out into the world, looking to the betterment of society, making a positive change, trying to improve the lot of humankind. And a related thought. Life is not linear. It's not a straight line. There are ups and downs. Opportunities come and go. And I wanted to leave you today with one thought as you complete this very important part of your education with us and face out into the world. And that is to grasp the opportunities when they arise. Martin talked about impatience, wanting to get out there and do things. Yes, do that. Grasp the opportunities when they arise. Take the chance when opportunities are presented. A new job opportunity, study opportunity, work opportunity, travel opportunity. Some things may not work out, but when they do, the positive effects on your lives and the lives of others can be wonderful. You'll never know until you try. To quote William Shakespeare in the play Julius Caesar, he said that there is a tide in the affairs of people, which taken on the flood leads to fortune, omitted all the voyage of their life is bound in shallows and in miseries. On such a full sea, we are now afloat, and we mustn't take the current when it serves or lose our ventures. Looking at all of you today, you are now very much floating on a full sea, and the current is certainly yours. So take it and carve out your own destinies to live fulfilling lives and to build a better future for us all. Before I finish, I want to say a word of thanks to my colleagues in the university staff, academic staff, professional services staff and support staff across all functions for all the hard work done consistently, generously and many times going above and beyond the call of duty to make our university successful and to get us to where we are today. Muile buíochas Díobh go léir. Finally, because I know you're all hungry, finally, to our new graduates, families and friends, again, heartiest congratulations and enjoy this wonderful day. Comhordas Díobh go léir, agus tá súil agam go bhain fi siad taitneamh agus an lá iontach seo. Gur maith agah go léir.